Dungeon Settlers, and this is the demo for it, as a matter of fact. Welcome to Dungeon Settlers. By clicking confirm, you agree to the terms of service and privacy. Okay, yeah. Confirm, yes. All right. This is the current demo for Dungeon Settlers. At least this should be the most up-to-date one to date. And it's like I guess it's like a combination of, like, you know, maybe like a roguelike dungeon crawlery, and you're also like making your own settlement and stuff like that. So I didn't really get a chance to get too much into it because I didn't want to get spoiled, but that's what the impressions I got from when I looked at the page. It looked interesting from what I saw on X, I believe, so I figured might as well give it a try. So let's see what we're going to see up in here. Let's go. Shout out to everybody who is here. Shout out to my regulars. Everybody's watching me on Kick, Twitch, X, and Rumble. Okay, selection area, the Crawling Doom. As the leader of the expedition dispatched by the guild, your objective is to stop the slowly awakening dungeon core. Having lost most of your expedition members to overwhelming enemies, you must continue the expedition relying on the supplies provided by the guild. This is the most basic starting point. A tutorial is available. Okay, well, let's go. Would you like to proceed with the tutorial? So you got to do with so it's only yes. So you can't use a controller with this? Hello. What's going on? Why is it taking Okay. Hello, Dungeon Settlers. It is currently in the beta development stage. There are not many implemented features and various bugs may occur. Okay, so yeah, I guess we can't use the controller with this one, I guess. All right. If a critical bug occurs that seriously disrupts gameplay, please close the game completely and restart it. Dungeon Settlers is designed to be a challenging game. Clearing it in a single attempt is very difficult. If the situation turns too unfavorable or you are defeated, don't hesitate to quit and start a new campaign to try again multiple times. Damn, how difficult is it? The Red Terror. You snap back to your senses as someone shakes your shoulders violently. Damn it, Commander! Damn it, Commander! Cold sweat pours down your body like rain. Rain down on me. Let that fear just fall like rain on me. Pours down like rain, and your first feeling is relief. You're still alive. Unfortunately, your first expedition ended in disaster after encountering the infamous Red Monster Rat. Not long after, all you and your team could do was flee for your life. It seems we're the only ones who made it. Lowell, the one who awoke you, lowers his head in despair. You had scoffed at the grim rumors about this dungeon before being dispatched here, thinking them exaggerated. Now you understand their meaning better than anyone. Okay, so we had to get out of here. So how hard is this game? If it's this difficult, I don't know, man. Maybe it's one of those games where you kind of have to like grind multiple times until you get the hang of it, and then you get to success. We've got to get out of this place if it's the last thing we ever do. You can check your current quest objectives in the top right corner of the screen. I guess that would be right here. In the tutorial, some paths may remain blocked until you complete the quest. If a path is blocked, check your quest and complete it. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on, wait a second. Can you move out the way? Not available doing the pickup mode, cancel mode, gather mode. Is there any way where you can? So you can't. So you, it's basically just it. Interesting. Well, at least we can use the left and right. Okay, so it says no head equipment. Cap locks pin. No head equipment. No head equipment is equipped. Target low. So how do you equip him? Move to the right of the grid displayed on the screen. Selection and summary. You can select entities by left-clicking or dragging. When an entity is displayed, the entity summary panel appears at the bottom left, where you can check various effects currently applied to the unit. You can also access inventory skills and status through the entity summary panel. Okay. Hotkeys I, K, and U. Allied units can be quickly selected with hotkeys. Holding shift while selecting adds to the current selection. Hotkeys tab all units. Select individual units 1 through 9. You can use tabs such as inventory while multiple units are selected. Use the tab to select all units and compare their information. Left-clicking empty space clears the selected section or current selection. Tip: while an enemy is selected, the construction menu is hidden. Clear the selection first and begin construction. With the unit selected, right-click a location to move the unit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Inventory. What does he have? Hard tack. All he has is a wooden sword. That's it? Sheesh. Well, I don't have any doggone. Tooltip. Tooltips appear when you hover the mouse over items, skills, traits, etc. and other items you want to check. When the tooltip is displayed, pressing caps lock default will pin it. While pinned, you can view additional tooltips for linked elements. For example, hover your mouse here. Okay. Item interaction. Right-click an item in the inventory to open the interaction menu. From there, you can equip or consume the items. Tip: use ointment to recover health when a unit's health is low. Zoom camera. Scroll the mouse wheel up to zoom in and down to zoom out. Zoom in allows you to see the units of the surrounding details, while zooming out gives you a broader view of the area. Gotcha. And camera movement. Okay. You can use the middle mouse button. The middle mouse button. You're talking about this right here? Or the WASD keys to move. I mean, I can just use the up-down arrow keys. Impending doom. A catastrophe has struck. The wicked dungeon core Arcteon is rapidly turning the entire continent into barren land. As the expedition leader dispatched by the Dungeon Guild, you must build an expedition base and destroy the dungeon core Arcteon located in the deepest part of the dungeon. Tip: you can revisit the game controls and all guide content by pressing the help menu at the top right of the screen or the caps lock key. Okay. So I'm supposed to come here. Remove the grid displayed on the screen incompleted. Okay, attack. With a unit selected, right-click an enemy to perform a basic attack. Some ranged attacks consume ammo, such as arrows. Be careful not to run out. So this does it automatically? Huh. That's interesting. Move to the grid. Health. Where are you going, man? Where in the Sam Hill are you going? Where are you going? Eat. Oh, he does it automatically. I don't have to do it for him. That should get some of his HP back, yes? Hunger regeneration. Oh, expired duration, 49 days. So we have some time. So it doesn't heal anything. What about a skill? Sword, shield, blunt, weapon, fortress, guardian. Skill, main skill points, sub skill points. So I can choose one. Yes. You don't have enough skill points. Prerequisite skills need to be learned first. So wait a minute. So what about this one? You don't have enough skill points. And I need to, skills are already learned. Okay, so what? But I already learned it. What do you mean? Use skill points 7. It seems like I only have main sub skills. Okay, well. Two-handed grip. You harbor to a harbor. You must grip with the boss hands. I see. Skill is already learned. Fortress. Maybe shield. You doesn't have enough main skill points. How many is this? 5. What about with blunt? Sheesh. Okay, well, we have this. Huh? Look, it says 3 skill points. Isn't this? I'm sorry. What? Wait a minute. It says I have 3. So am I supposed to have more than 3? I don't get it. Okay, this one that makes sense. I don't have enough. But I literally have 3 right here. Why can't I not get those? Okay. Huh. Human. Okay. City guard. Subtrait. Light eater. Oh, he's gonna eat. He's maybe doesn't eat that much, I guess. Okay. Mood. Okay, so this is me by him by himself, I guess. I gotta move. Do I gotta move over there to move over there? Where is he? Hey, you go over there. I gotta select him to do it. Okay. Object interaction. With the unit selected, right-click an interactable object to initiate interaction, of course. All right. Try interacting with various objects like portals and treasure chests. Okie dokie. Someone stayed. All died. All dead. I guess I gotta do this. Huh? Alt and the right middle button. What? You can check the items an entity is carrying in the inventory tab of the entity's summary panel. Note, only items held in the inventory of allied units or buildings are considered part of your expedition's resources. You can view the total amount of all resources owned by the expedition on the left side of the screen. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else we can interact with. Use ointment. Okay. You go to I. Ointment. Use. Okay, so we use it. Dying by damage. Ah! You hear a scream nearby and instantly recognize the voice as Liana's, one of your companions. She's surrounded by a swarm of rats and soon collapses under their attack. We need to save her quickly. Here I come to save the day. Where we at? Where you at, girl? Hold on. Hold on, we got you. Don't worry about it. We on our way. Don't you worry about a thing. Give us some help. It's very kind of the rats to just sit there and let us do this. Oh, that's wild. Okay, come on. So, I mean, and I guess they'll start doing attacking on their own. Interesting. Near death is an effect indicating that a unit is in imminent danger of death. If the unit does not regain consciousness before near death expires, it will die permanently. Yeesh. A unit in the near death state can be rescued by an allied unit using aid kit. Alternatively, you can carry the unit to another unit on another unit's back, bring them back to the settlement, and rescue them through surgery at the operating table. A rescued unit retains near-death after effect for a certain time. If the unit enters near-death again while under this effect, it will die instantly. Sheesh. Escape. Ha! With help, she barely manages to lift herself up and catches her breath with difficulty. What about Jack and Ivan, who were with you at your question? I guess at her. Oh, so I guess I'm supposed to ask. I'm asking the question. Her expression darkens in silence. Seeing the reaction you expected, you think for a moment, then give instructions to the two of them. Then we shouldn't hesitate. We need to get out of here quickly. We have to find the portal somewhere on this floor. Commander, I know where the portal is, but even if we leave the dungeon, the abandoned land has nothing but useless thorny vines and dried up trees, so we should gather resources here before we head back. You're not in agreement with her suggestion, then let's hurry. Building your base. Okay. Building your base and preparing for expedition requires a large amount of resources. You can gather resources from gatherable structures around the map, found on the map. Click the gather button at the bottom right or press Z to activate gather mode. While gather mode is active, left click or drag the targets you want to gather from to assign them. Unless there is a special reason not to, expedition members will automatically carry out the orders you give them. If you want to cancel assigned orders, click the cancel button at the bottom right or use the X key to activate cancel mode. Okay, so you got to get into gather mode. That is Z. Okay, so we're in Z. Gather mode, gather lumetri, gather forest bush. Hold on a second. Gather Luma tree. Alt and right mouse button. Okay. What else is there to gather? All right, so now we got 2 Luma trees. Oh, what else? Oh, okay. So she's gathering that. Gather forest bush. Where's the forest bush? Okay. You gather that. And then, damn it. There we go. So it's different buttons. I don't know why you had the switch between buttons, but all right, fine. Okay, so another forest bush. You gather that one. Picking up items. Activate the pickup mode by clicking the pickup button at the bottom right of your. I don't know if you want to have all these different buttons for different things. I think a lot of these can be changed with just simple interactions. Instead of having all these buttons, why not just have them, once they click it, have them automatically gather the resources? If you want them to interact with something, have it just click on that and have it actually interact with it automatically once it's clicked onto it. You know what I mean? I can see which kind of you choosing the unit that you want to interact with it. I can get that, but having all of these different keys for all of these separate different modes, I think it makes everything way too clunky and too finicky. Too finicky. Very, very picky. Gathering and picking up items are actions you'll repeat often. Remember that you can perform them more easily by using the drag control. I think you're adding a little bit too much more to this than necessarily needs to be. Instead of having all these different buttons for these different modes, actually just have them do it when you clicked on it. If there's a resource that needs to be clicked, have it click on it, have it gather the resources, and have the resources already go to the character's inventory, like in many other games. If there's an enemy to attack, that way you don't have to the person doesn't have to try to remember all the different kind of modes that they have to be in to do X, Y, and Z. You see what I'm saying? That just seems real, just very unintuitive, very, and you got to choose the unit to pick it up and everything else. See, you're doing all this other stuff right here, and then we have to do this as well. No, I don't think that's something that will make the game all that fun, or something that the player will want to keep doing over and over and over again. I know I'm doesn't really make much sense for me to keep doing that, and then I gotta. And what do I have to do with the drag key again? This. Input, select all items. Pause in combat. Even during combat, you can freely pause combat by pressing space. While pause, you can choose actions such as skills, movements, and item usage. Strategic use of pause is essential for achieving victory. Tip: when an acid bug is about to explode, pause the game, issue a move command to dodge the blast. Defeat a weak acid bug. What did he say? I mean, I don't see. Health consists of head health and torso health. When a user takes damage, one of these values is reduced. Head health, if it falls to 0 or below, the unit enters near death and dies, even if torso health remains. Remaining damage transfers to head health. Skills. Manage skills via the skill tab in the entity summary panel. Units have main and sub skills which can be used to learn skills. Each skill point is earned by level up. Main skill trees are displayed at the top of the skill button, while sub skills trees are listed below the divider. Main skills require the correct amount of equipment to be equipped. Learn skills can be added to quick slots by right-clicking on the skill window, or you can just drag the skill into quick slot, to a quick slot. While the unit is selected, click skills in the command panel or use hotkeys to activate them. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I have to try to see what's going on in combat and actually let you know. A level 1 unit has enough SP to learn 1 active and 1 passive skill. Skills are essentials. Make sure to learn and use them effectively. Set quick slot. I mean, sure. Chain slash. Skills. But we just learned it, did we not? I don't know. This I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense at all. No shield in possession. Blunt. This we already have enough points for. I'm not understanding why we didn't learn this. We have enough. These are main skills, right? So why don't I have enough for this? That doesn't make any sense. You doesn't have enough main skill points. We have 3. I don't understand. Are we supposed to have 1 left over, or this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's just odd. Very, very odd. Because if I'm reading this right, that lightning bolt should be the skill point. If that's the skill point, why am I not? No shield equipped. Battle stomp, active skill. But I can't learn it anyway. Two-handed grip. That should be the passive, I believe. Yes. Range 1 increases physical damage by 35 when selecting. Okay. So she has 10. So she got 10 main skills. Sniping shot. Yes. Damn, how many did it take? Blitz. Fast hand. Jeez, all the way Louise. So wait a minute. I'm trying to see what is the actual price for the actual skill. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. Maybe I'm not seeing it. I mean, fine. Dungeon portal. Each floor contains a dungeon portal. You must find the path that leads to it. Okay. Through the dungeon portal, you can descend to deeper floors or return to your settlement. The deeper the floor, the greater the danger. When interacting with the portal, any units outside the portal room will be marked missing and counted as dead. You cannot interact with portals during combat, so please be careful. What? Wait a minute, huh? Any units outside the portal room will be marked as missing and counted as dead. Damn. The game auto-saves whenever the map changes. If free saving is disabled, a single save slot will be overwritten. By default, the free save option is turned off when starting a new game, so pay close attention to your save timing. And so I'm supposed to go here, I guess. Inspect. After selecting the energy, click Inspect to view detailed information about enemies and other objects. You can also inspect the corpse of a dead target. Understanding enemy stats and traits is crucial in battle. Inspect new enemy types actively. Well, wait a minute now. You too. You. Come here. Move to the grid display. I'm not doing that right now. I want now. You said inspect. How do you? What's the pickup mode, cancel mode, gather mode? How do you inspect something? We have prioritize sleep, hold position, auto skill. Actively use the skills on enemies when energy is above a certain threshold. Okay, so treatment expectation, right? New recruit. So I guess you can't. Low energy. All right. So I guess we got to go here. And everybody just do 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 do. Move to settlement. Incompleted. Incompleted. What do you mean? Energy. Let's look at this too. Energy indicates how energized a unit is. When tired, units fall asleep automatically, and if energy is fully depleted, the unit becomes severely exhausted, falling unconscious and unresponsive. Energy depletes slowly while awake and is consumed while using skills. Let the unit sleep, lie in bed, or rest near a campfire to recover energy. Tip: use the priority sleep behavior option to help restore energy efficiently. You can click and drag with the left mouse button to select multiple units at once, or press the tab key and select all units. Even in this state, you can use the unit summary panels, inventory, skills, and status tabs to quickly check relevant information. For certain structures or items, double-clicking will select all identical items on the screen, visible on the screen. Game speed. Control game speed using the speed control button at the top left of the screen. Okay. Shortcuts. Pause. Normal to fast, F1 to the F2. You can pause time even during combat to plan your next move or assign actions before resuming. Okay. You can check the items an entity is carrying in the inventory tab of the entity summary panel. Note: only items held in the inventory of all allied units or buildings are considered a part of your expedition's resources. You said that before. You can view the total amount of all items owned by the expedition on the left side of the screen. It's a little difficult to see sometimes on the depending on where I'm looking at on the screen. So you might want to make this a little bit easier, maybe darken this up so that it's easily seen regardless of where on the screen I'm looking at. You might want to do that. Skill reset. If you drink a skill reset elixir, you can reset your skills. Skill reset potions have a chance to be found in treasure chests in the dungeon. You can also obtain one guaranteed skill reset potion when your expedition rank reaches insignificant expedition. What the heck? Okay, so then enter the portal. Okay, return to settlement. A plan gone awry. As you whistle offbeat, a crow flips from the thorn vines and perches on your arm. Its eyes glow blue, a gravelly voice breaking forth. Report, Expedition Commander. The crow tilts its head, unblinking. You claim the lower levels were safe. Clearly they were not. The explanation that your first scouting mission ended in a deadly encounter with the infamous red monster rat, leaving most of your party slain. Then scouting is meaningless. I'll send you a new recruit. Kragus, establish an outpost according to guild protocol and perhaps prepare to strike the beast before it spreads further ruin. One is nowhere near enough. Wait, the link is lost. Oof. Interact with the wagon and completed it. Okay. I guess everybody. I don't know why you have to do all that. You just have them interact with the mouse with the right mouse button. Have the left mouse button selected. If you need to use the right mouse button, then use it for interacting with objects, etc., etc. And the left mouse button, and you click on a target in combat, use it for them to target their attacks to, etc., etc. All this other stuff, I don't know why you're doing it. When no entity is selected, you can open the construction menu at the bottom left of the screen. Bottom left of the screen. Left click a building to construct, and then left click on a placement area to build it. Construction consumes resources. You can demolish buildings through the demolish mode at the bottom right of the screen when demolishing a portion of the... See, again, you're using too many buttons to do something. There's something that you wish to demolish, then click on it, select. You can select the unit and then click to have it selected. Like you can have like a little menu pop up, either repair, demolish. You can select demolish, go with that. Having all these different modes for all these different buttons is too much for me to try to keep track of all that. Doesn't make any sense. Basic club attack. Okay, so you said bottom recruit, research. So now what's the construct basic workstation? Basic workstation. I mean, I guess we can put it here, I guess. Toop, 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 toop. Crafting. When selecting a crafting structure, open Task Planner in the Entity Summary. Choose an item and quantity, then press Add Task to add it to the crafting queue. Excuse me. In the crafting queue, tasks can be repeated a set number of times until a target quantity is placed or is reached, or indefinitely depending on the selected option. Units prioritize available tasks from the top of the queue. Okay. Units only recognize items in their inventory, storage, or on the ground as valid materials, excuse me. Items carried by other units cannot be used. So this is Liana. Who the heck is this? What is this? Craft textile, craft cloth armor, craft wooden armor, or wooden arrow. Okay. I guess add to task. Add cloth armor. What is that? And you say wooden arrow. Oh, never mind. Take this off. How many of these do you need for that? You need. Oh, you need. Okay, well, all right. Well, then here we go. Then add task, and we can do this 4 more times. What you doing? He just come over here. Got some more of this. Come on over here. Just walking over here, making my way downtown, walking fast, pace is fast, and I'm hungry. It's just, man, just happy as can be, man, just chilling. Make another thing of wooden arrows. Make textile again. Seems to be like he's the only one who's doing it. I wonder why he's the only one that's doing it. I mean, I don't know if I assigned it to him or not. I'm not sure. Ominous news. Through the mist-shrouded vines, a crow flies low before settling on your forearm. Damn! That bastard has already wiped out 2 more expeditions in the meantime. We must hasten its destruction. You report on the recent status of the expedition teams. When you mention that you don't have enough members to take down a red monster rat, the inspector cut you off. Why didn't you say so sooner? Hunting the monster is urgent. I'll provide the funds. Recruit your own member. I was about to say that, but you... Never mind. Oof. Recruitment. You can recruit new units through recruit in the top right corner of the screen. Each unit has traits, stats, and skill trees, and the recruitment list is refreshed periodically as time passes. Pay close attention to a unit's major stat and talent. The higher the talent, the more that stat will grow upon level up. Tip: it is common for units to die during expeditions or for you to recruit new members. Don't hesitate too much to recruit in the early stages of the game. Okay, so let's see, recruit. So we got all these different units here that we can recruit. Interesting. What is this? So the perception is poor. Intelligence, unknown. Why is it in the red, though? That doesn't look good. What about this fella? Constitution looks like it's going to be... What is this? Major ability. Intelligence or perception. Iris. Again, low perception. Intelligence. Higher values improve magic attack power, magic resistance, and research capability. Is this all we got? Let's see. So I guess I have to just choose willpower. Poor, not good on will. What is that? Look, outstanding in intelligence. Good help. Join your expedition clan. That's interesting. Select a unit and interact with the settlement portal to plan an expedition. Choose the destination, participants, and items. Up to 4 members can join an expedition. Units gain the dungeon stay effects based on how long they remain in the dungeon. This effect corrupts their minds and lowers their mood. Also, monsters may respawn or patrol the area over time, so avoid staying in the dungeon for far too long. The settlement contains no resources other than twisted trees. To gather resources, you must explore the dungeons. Caution: if this is your first expedition, the second floor is extremely difficult It's strongly recommended to follow the main objectives first. Okay, move to the dungeon and complete. So is somebody gonna you grab that? Grab this. Grab that. Let me go to the inventory. I guess we gotta. Oh, she already put it on. She has 2 wooden bows, and she already got armor and stuff like that. So she can. Let me see. You can drop that because you already have cloth armor. You need we could go with the. Let me see. Textile times. We need 2 more. So we add that. Do that twice. And he just on it. He's just don't worry, I'm on it. Don't worry about it. Maybe make some more cloth armor as well. I see what you're trying to do with this. It's almost kind of like Rimworld meets a dungeon crawl, which I don't have any issue with. I don't have a problem with that. I think you're trying to use too many keys to do too many things, and I think that's part of the issue. Whereas a simple just click and a little menu pop up and you select where you want to be would probably serve, at least for me. I can't speak for anyone else, and I don't know what other players may have told you, may have suggested. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing personally. You know what I mean? He doesn't look like he's going to be. I guess I can recruit him. How much gold do we have? We don't have enough. I was wondering, like, how much gold do we have? We don't seem to have enough. Do I take everybody down with me? We only have 4. What do you have, buddy boy? Okay, well, you need to put that on. So everybody got cloth armor. Do we have any? We need more textiles. That means we need more wild grass, I guess. And we don't have enough wild grass. Sheesh. I mean, I guess. What is this? Twisted bush. I'll let everybody gather up some resources because we're going to need it. You gather this. You pick that up. Pick that up. Pick that up. Then pick that up. Pick that up. Take everything over here and you drop it off. You drop everything. Just drop it. Drop the whole lot. Drop all. Drop all. Drop all. You only have a wooden club. Drop all. All right, so we need what do the bushes? The bushes don't do nothing. Don't give us nothing. They give us a nothing. Nothing. Damn it. Why is it that the bushes they give us a nothing? They give us a nothing. Nothing at all. That's a bull of crap. I hate it so much. Okay. we're probably gonna need a first aid kit, all these arrows, hard tack. She's just, what is her idling? She is status. Go to status. Inventory. She's at level 1. What is she supposed to be, like an archer or something? Only? Auto skill, hold position, prioritize sleep. Guys, I'll have her prioritize sleep. Let her get some sleep. Have him get some sleep as well. Get some sleep. Where's the new guy at? You. Get some sleep. So everybody's getting some sleep. What in the hell is this? No, what's this weird thingy that's floating? Oh, everybody's sleeping. That's what that is. Oh, okay. Okay. This is it's very interesting. It's not something I expected. Okay. This is a little bit what I was expecting. I thought I was right that it looked like it was more like a dungeon crawler / kind of a settlement type of game, which I think is a very cool idea, actually. And I think I've seen it done before in other games. I can't remember. I keep thinking of Moonlighter, but that's something else different. That's when you go down to the dungeon crawl and you get items to sell. But I guess going down into a dungeon for resources to sell, that's not an idea that is that far off the break. I believe, what other games was like that? Keeper RL was kind of like that. It was Keeper RL, but no, you were kind of building your own dungeon. You were taking resources from the outside and you're building into that. Stone Hearth, I believe was maybe kind of leaning towards that. I believe in the end. Rimworld, I've seen a lot of Rimworld mods that add what you're doing here to that. So it's I guess it's good to see a game that actually does what those things were trying to do initially right now. I think, at least for me, adding all the other buttons for stuff, when I think a lot of these functions can just be used with just a mouse click, and I guess it will be contextualized mouse clicking depending on the situation. I.e., if you wanted to get a resource, you click on an item, and then you have that particular person go and collect that item, like what you would see in Rimworld. In regards to battle, it would be the exact same thing. So there's not so much needing for clicking on every different thing, yada yada. Now, selecting all the other items and everything else, that's not a problem. But I think you're using too many buttons for too many things that literally could just be just completed with just clicking on the mouse. That's it. That's basically would be it. Especially like with item collection and everything else, I think that item should automatically go right to the person who already collected it. Like, because the person is literally like right there. So there's no need for them to like, just pick, they should just pick it up. Or if they can't, then just have them click on it with the left mouse button. Or if you want to do the right mouse button to pick it up, okay, fine. But I think depending on different buttons to do different things could be a little bit annoying, because you got to try to remember all these other things here. Again, that's just me though. Other people may find that fine, and maybe other people will get used to it over time. Now, maybe I might be wrong. Maybe I would get used to this over time, and then it would just be second nature to me. But from playing other games like this and seeing other games that kind of do the same thing, I think, okay, to me, it seems like you're trying to do things to set yourself apart from those games, at least from what I'm looking at. And I don't think you need to go that far in terms of the granularity of your systems. You already have an interesting premise already. You have dungeon crawling / base settlement. You already have that correctly. So you're pretty much, if you're not the first, you're one of the relative few who are actually in this particular genre mix. I don't think you need to go so hard to try to make it different. I don't think so, at least personally. But other people may feel differently about it. If you are watching this on X, Kick, Twitch, and Rumble, please follow me on those platforms, because games like this need to get more eyes on them, more exposure, more people need to know about them. And this is what's going to help indie developers get the kind of exposure and encouragement they needed to keep going. Not just indie developers, indie writers, creatives, artists, comics, whatever's out there. We need to help these indies out, because unfortunately, what we've seen with corporate America, they're just going to phone it in just enough to maybe get some money, and then it's going to be it. And then they're going to call you a bigot if you don't like whatever they have on. So it's time to try to help the indie developers as best they can. If you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to hit that thumb, subscribe, ring the bell, ring it again. Make sure you get all the notifications so the algorithm can bless your boy and my channel can continue to grow. But not only that, comment, share it. Help me to get my channel to grow, to get as big as it possibly can. So again, I can be of benefit to others. If you're watching the Rumble record, please, aside from following, subscribe. Your subscription dollar goes a long way to keeping the show going and growing. I also have a coffee page, which has a lot of great products, many of which I'm adding to at least 2 times a month. Hopefully, I'm going to be adding on more as time goes by. So anything that you give there does help. I have memberships there, some as low as $5, where you can get savings on any products I have there in my shop or the things that I do. So please consider it. It does keep me encouraged and keeps me in the fight. I'm going to take a brief break, and then I will be right back with the next game in the IndieCade. I will see you guys in a bit.